guys, it's Mary here and welcome back to my channel for another episode of The Sims 2 current household. This is the Wiley family and we are back with Amar and his girlfriend Brenda, and I tried to do this in a live stream where they moved house, but the live stream kind of like messed up. YouTube is a whole entire mess. But anyway, today I'm going to be decorating their house and playing them in their new kind of like first house. They've moved out of an apartment because the dogs are expecting puppies soon, and also we do want to start a life with Brenda, so we're just trying to get a new house and everything like that. The house is quite small, but I'm gonna try my best to make it look nice. I'll leave the download to this house in the description box if you guys are interested, and yeah, let's just get going. And here comes the voiceover. So this house is for my current household, the Riley family. This is Amar's and Brenda's new house with their dogs Coco and Cairo. Or was it Momo and Cairo? I can't remember, but yeah, it's one of the two anyway. Yeah, so this house is actually very unique and I've never ever seen a house like this before, and I actually love like the layout of it. It's just different. It's like, because a lot is long. I've never seen a house so long, but I've seen a house like, you know, maybe squared or something like that. Like, I normally build houses in like the middle of the lot. I've never built it from the front all the way to the end. And it's because I'm so used to how British houses are like, you know, either have a long big garden or a big front garden, you know, all that kind of stuff. And I actually like the layout of this house, so I'm going to try to do this voiceover in one take. It may be cut up in different bits and stuff like that, but I'm going to try to do it in one take, so wish me luck. But yes, this house is created by Drama Lang Ding Dang on Tumblr. I don't know how to pronounce her name properly, but it's basically iCAD on Tumblr. And I like her stuff. I know some of the lots I can't really have it because of the CC and stuff like that, and it's caused my game to crash. But the lots of which I haven't caused my game to crash is the ones I actually have in my game. I don't know, I just love the layout and the look of her houses. It's just amazing, and I'm just like, how do you do that? Like, teach me your ways. It's just so cool. And this is actually originally a 2-bedroom 1-bathroom house, but I did actually end up turning it into a 3-bedroom 1-bathroom house. So I just like just the layout of it, and I love the fireplace that she incorporated into the house. It's a very good setup for a house like this. On the outside it looks very modern but also very old-fashioned at the same time, if that makes sense. And because of the theme of the outside, it was basically like dark bluish with a little bit of white, I actually love that, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do this. So I decided to go for a blue theme for the whole entire house, because I just thought, let me just keep to the theme layout. So I went for like I didn't go for a dark blue or a very neon blue, so I went for like in between, like an aqua kind of like turquoise blue with white, and I feel like white and blue go well together. And because the floors were already wooden, and you know, for those who know me, know that I love my wooden floors in my houses because it just looks very modern, but also not too modern, because you know some people just do like white floors. And so I decided to do that for the whole house. And the bathroom was a little bit of an off blue kind of color, so but it still matches. It's not too much of a blue because there was actually a darker blue wallpaper for the bathroom. Bit that I love more about the house is the layout of the bathroom. The bathroom is very unique. I've never seen a bathroom like that before, the way it has a step to go up, and I was like, I have to take advantage of that. So I wasn't sure if I should use the step area as like a toilet, or a step area as like where the bathtub is gonna go, but eventually I ended up using it as a step area for where the bathtub needs to go. And I don't know, I just loved the way it looked, and I just think that is like the best bathroom I've ever seen in my whole entire hairline. Like, it's just amazing. And the flooring, I did change the flooring of the bathroom eventually, but as you can see now, I'm trying to pick a wallpaper to kind of do like a off contrast wall to the bedroom, if that makes sense. Like, I'll try and make a feature wall, but I didn't like the the wall paint that I had, so I was like, you know what, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do whatever, just whatever. So yeah, this is exactly how I wanted the house to look. And when I start decorating is when like it comes out, and it's just how I want it to be. And oh my god, it was so fun to decorate this house. You guys have no idea. And I think I did it on a live stream. I can't remember. I don't think I did a live stream. Did I do a live stream? Yes, I think I did part of it off camera, and then I decided to live stream it. So I did the rest on a live stream, and then I played the family afterwards. So yeah, like I just loved this house so much. Like you guys have no idea. And I wish I could put this house up for you guys to download, but unfortunately I can't, because the house already has sim references inside of it before I actually decorated the house. So if I was to remove it, it will remove everything in the house anyway, and it may still have sim references, which will cause corruption. And last thing I want to do is to cause corruption to anyone's computer, because trust me, I know how that feels, and it's the most shocking experience that you can ever have, but also it's just stressful, and I don't want to put that stress on anyone, and people will come to me saying, oh, it's all my fault and stuff like that. So I'd rather not. And plus, I didn't create the house. If I created the house, I would have put it up by now, but I didn't create the house, so I don't have rights to create it, to put it up basically. But yeah, this house is just amazing. Like literally guys, you don't know, I can't even describe how much I love this house. Like even the outside of the house looks amazing, and I just loved it. I did add a few walls, and also I did remove some walls and just changed like a bit of a layout, but the external layout of the house I kept the same. All I did was add more windows and stuff like that. And I was trying to find a fireplace that I had that was mainly white, or had a little bit of blue to go with the wall theme I had. So I decided to go with something like that because it did match, and I thought it looked really cute. So I was like, yes, I have to have this fireplace. And then I decided to put a wall TV on, because I don't see how you can have a standing TV when a fireplace is there. And this is where the hard bit came along, me trying to figure out what furniture to put in and the color scheme and stuff. Obviously I wanted to keep the color scheme as white and blue as possible, and everyone knows me, I love my IKEA furniture, like without a doubt I love my IKEA furniture. But I wasn't sure if I should add 3 sofas or just 2, but because there wasn't really a way to go in to the other sofas, I decided to just add the 2 and then put a coffee table in the middle, because I don't see how you can have a free sofa there. It was just pointless. And because of that bit in the corner on the right hand side, you can't really go into it. I decided to put that as like a no access kind of place where people can I put like flower pots and stuff and paintings and like just decor items, so people wouldn't actually have to touch it. It's just there for decoration, so I just liked it like that. And then obviously I added some decor onto the tables, because why not? Everyone likes decor on their tables and stuff like that. And I don't know, it's very simplistic, but it's extremely decorated, if that makes sense. Oh my god, I just love this house so much. Like if I could live in this house, I would, but you see, like I ain't a sim, so I basically can't anyway. And yeah, I put this table down to because obviously I always use the first one that I put down, which is the white one with the brown detailing on it. I always put that down in all of my houses. I was like, you know what, I'm sick and tired of doing that. Let me add something different. So I decided to add this different one here with the drawers and the black buttons, so that it kind of goes with a wall painting behind it. And it kind of went with the rest of the decor around the area as well. I just put some different kind of decors than what I usually have. And yeah, I just really like that. And I was trying to figure out what to use for the rest of the space, if I should put down some shelves or what. So I decided to go with some decor. Like I was looking for a shoe rack, because the window area of this living room is quite big. So I was trying to look for a shoe rack to put there so that it doesn't block the window too much like that fish tank did. So I put loads of decor shoes in and some other decor items to just go with the whole theme. And then I ended up finding finally a shoe rack to go in that area, so I just put that there. I wanted to put 2, but I was like, it's a bit too drastic, so I just put 1, and I put loads of other decor shoes and stuff around to just add more of a realistic feel to it. And I liked it that way. And then I decided to see if I can try and get some more decor stuff in, like some cushions and stuff, but I couldn't pick. I was very indecisive on what color scheme cushions I wanted to go with, because obviously the theme is blue, but I don't know if I wanted to go with blue and grey or like blue and white or something like that. Like I wasn't sure, so I decided to just go with my gut, which was just blue. And then with the ones that came with a 2 set, I went with blue and a little bit of off grey to not make it too drastic. So that was also a very nice touch to it, and I actually really liked that. And then I just tried to add some more decor items with the space I had left, because I had loads of space left, but I wasn't really in the mood to add a computer table around the living room area because I knew it would have been a little bit too cramped and I didn't like that. So I decided to add these single tier shelves, and I actually like the look of it, but I was trying to figure out how am I going to do this. So I like the wooden feel because it went with the floors, but I felt like it was very out of place compared to the rest of the furniture, so I decided to put the black and white coloring of those shelves in instead. And then I just moved on to the hallway. The hallway was the hardest thing to do because I wasn't sure if I was adding too many paintings in or if I was obstructing the hallway. So I had to add just different kind of paintings that were very minimalistic in to just add with a theme. And then I found a bin, and I decided to add a bin in there as well, even though my Sims can use it, but it's just pointless. And then we decided to move on to basically the quotations guest bedroom. And this is a guest bedroom because this is if, you know, Emma and Brenda have a fight, Emma can sleep in the guest bedroom, or if they have any friends left over coming over, they can sleep in there before they have kids, because I know that Brenda and Emma plan to have kids, but it's not urgent, so they're just living life right now to the fullest before they decide to get married and have kids and stuff like that. So it's just a guest bedroom where it has a computer in, and they can use a computer if they want and without disturbing anyone. I was actually thinking about using this bedroom as a dog room, but I knew that it was like the other room in the other room that I created was too small to be a bedroom. So I was like, you know what, let me just keep that as a bedroom now, just in case anyone comes over, or if anyone wants to kind of like use the bedroom or something. I don't know, but I decided to keep it as a guest bedroom. And I actually like the different chair that I went for, because normally you see me go for a plain white IKEA chair, and I was like, you know what, let me try something different. So I tried to just go for a different kind of chair, and it worked. And these windows were the hardest thing to do, so I had to set a 45-degree angle and also snap it off grid to be able to fit it into that little window, and it was very, very annoying. But I'll leave all the cheats and everything like that in the description box below, because I know some people always ask me about what cheats I use and all that kind of stuff, but I'll leave it in the description box so you guys will know exactly what cheats I used. But it's not that difficult, it's just it was hard for me trying to fit it properly, and it was like coming out of the other end. So eventually I had to snap it off grid for it to fit properly, and that was the most annoying thing I ever had to do. It was just frustrating. It was stressing me out. It was really, really stressful. But yeah, I like this bay window that in the dining room / kitchen area. I really, really loved it. And because I was doing this in the live stream, I got a lot of nice input from my viewers and subscribers. So it was very nice to see what kind of theme they wanted in the house to see, or what kind of things they wanted to see. And one of them, which I'll show you guys later, gave me a very, very good idea about the color scheme of the dining room area, because I wanted to go with the walls and stuff. So I decided to just, you know, go with the flow and everything like that. But I'll show you guys later because I'm just rambling right now. But yeah, it's just the guest bedroom. I just try to keep it simple as possible. And I know in the second bedroom, which you guys will see later on, I didn't add any decor, cushions or blankets and stuff. But the reason why I didn't do that is because it's like every time my sim goes into the bed, it's like they just fall into the bed, and I don't like the look of that. So I was like, you know what, let me just keep it simple and not put any decor, pillows and blankets in there. Instead I'll just put a custom content bed sheet recolor or something like that, whilst the guest bedroom had a custom content bed sheet and stuff. So yeah, that's what I decided to do. And then obviously if anyone moves into it or wants to sleep in the guest bedroom, I would take away the blankets and stuff like that. So yeah, I like the look of the bedroom. It's very simple. I love these bed sheets. It's just amazing. And if you guys are wondering about my CC, I always say this all the time, but it's linked in the description box to the ones I can find the links to. Some of them I've had them for years, and some of them come with houses made by Jolie on Tumblr, so I don't actually have the official links to them, but I do always link the houses in which it comes in, and once you see it, you'll know that, oh yeah, this is a CC that she has and I want it. So you can go to and basically get the house. But the only issue about that is that the houses come heavy with CC. So if your computer or your Sims 2 can't handle CC, I recommend not getting houses with CC because it will kill your game. So luckily my computers have actually been able to handle CC properly, but if yours can't handle it, don't do it because it ain't worth the risk. It's too much stress, and I swear to you guys, it's too much stress. Don't do it. Even though you love the look of my videos and everything like that, just appreciate it, but don't kill your computer in the process. And anyway, back to the video and the decorating. I decided to put like a different kind of painting because normally I put the same paintings in my houses all the time, and I know this because a lot of people say, oh yeah, I've seen this painting before, and that's because it's always in my houses, and I'm just like, okay, let me try something different. So I decided to try different kind of paintings and stuff like that, and then I sharply, I don't know how, but I moved on to the bathroom, and I was trying to figure out how to do this bathroom. This bathroom was probably the hardest thing to figure out because of the way it's laid out. So I was trying to figure out what theme counters to put in the bathroom, where to put the counters, how to do the shower, where to put the bathtub, where to put the toilet, and it's just, everything was just a mess. And also the color scheme of it all, it was just messy. So I decided to keep the sink like that, but I changed the counter because I didn't like the look of that counter. I don't know why, but I liked a old wooden rustic feel to the counters because the room was already very, very blue. So I was like, you know what, let me just do a wooden counter or something like that. So I think I did, yeah, a white with golden kind of detail counter instead, and it worked out for me and it looked much better. And plus I did ask my viewers for their thoughts, and they voted on the white with golden detail, hence why it's like paused for like the longest decade of your life. But yeah, everyone voted for the white and the gold because it just looked a little bit better, and it kind of just stood out a lot in the bathroom. So I was like, okay, that's fine. And I decided to put a toilet in this little corner here because I don't know why, it just adds the detail, and I just thought because I haven't got any other space to put the toilet in, let me just put it in that corner. And then I added some cup holders to just make it seem personal, that, you know, people actually live in this house and actually use the stuff even though they don't actually use it. But you know, I decided to just be extra and do that. And I'm trying to add a mirror in, and I couldn't tell if I wanted the big one or the slim ones. I think I went with the big one. I'm not even sure anymore because I did this ages ago. I just haven't edited it and stuff like that. And I added this standing shower here, which is amazing. I love this shower so much because of the decor and the way it looks, and because of the door there, my Sims can actually get in. I was so scared that my Sims won't be able to actually get into the bathroom, but they actually can. So I was like, okay, cool. So it actually works. And then I added some more detail, like maybe flowers or some wall decor and paintings and stuff, just to make it more personal and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I decided to do. And this bathtub area, I would say to you now, because the next episode is coming, the bathtub, you can use it, like your Sim can actually use it, but it's just your dogs. Like every time I wanted to go and wash Cairo and stuff, I wasn't able to use the bathtub because the Cairo couldn't get up the stairs or couldn't navigate around the stairs with Amar being there or something like that. So I decided to put a bathtub in a garden on a little deck that they have in a garden to bathe them there next to the dog house. So that way we know that is the dog bathtub, so they can't use it. But anyway, this small room here is the dog's room, and I just put just a small rug, 2 dog beds, and also a bone, and then I put the dishes in the kitchen area so that the room wasn't too cramped, so that it was just more personal. And I love this, I just love the look of it. And I decided to add a painting to the wall, but I can't remember what painting I used. I think it was pretty much a simple painting. It wasn't anything complicated, just to add some feel to the emptiness of the room. And yeah, I don't know, I just like the layout of this house. It's just really cute. And I added some photos in that room as well, but it was photos of cats, which is very pointless for a dog room. And I was just like, okay, Mary, you just doing the most right now. So yeah, I apologize for my adding of my cat pictures in my dog's room. It was just weird. But anyway, I didn't want to put the bed in the second room next to the giant windows, because I just feel like it's just like an invasion of privacy. So I had to put it on the other side just to make the room a bit longer. And so yeah, I put the bed on the opposite side where there's a gap in between the windows, so that I can put a painting there. And also it just gives my Sims more freeness. I don't know how to say it. More space to move around. And yeah, that's what I decided to do. And I decided to add a small curtains around that area. And I decided to change the bedding because I wasn't going to add any custom content bed sheets and pillows to it. So I decided to change the color of the bedding to just a custom content color, and I like the look of it. It's very nice, very neutral. It has a little bit of blue, but also not too much. I was trying to figure out what kind of rug to put in the room. My viewers were saying maybe something with like a little bit of white or a little bit of blue, and I was just trying to figure out which rug had the most design. But the one I tend to go for was the usual rug that I always use, but I can't remember what color I picked. I think I picked a basic one. I can't remember. It was such a long time ago. But yeah, that is like, this room was very spacious, and I was very like confused on what to do with the rest of the space that I had, because I know I had some spaces left for some cribs and stuff, but I wasn't gonna put a crib in there because they aren't actually expecting kids anytime soon. And I know that it will scare my Sims a little bit, so I was like, you know what, let me not try to hint anything, and I just put some giant shelving unit there and some paintings on either side. But I don't know, I wasn't really feeling the paintings, and I wasn't sure if it would look accurate, but my viewers said that I should just leave it alone, and I decided to add a washing basket in the room and change the color of it to just not be so blue and stuff like that. I decided to add some more decor onto the shelves, on the space they had on the shelves, and it was nice as well. I was just trying to figure out what else to add in the room because there was just so much space and just so little time. So I decided to add a custom content radiator. I was thinking if I should add a mirror, but I don't think I added a mirror. I'm not even sure if I did or not, but knowing me, I probably didn't, because there is a mirror in the bathroom. I actually found some photo frames which I had in my inventory. Like, I just had custom content photo frames, and I didn't realize till that time that I was like, oh, it's kind of cute. So I decided to add those photo frames on there and pick a custom photo that matched Brenda and Amar, because they are actually an interracial couple. So I decided to add that, and I decided to add a giant painting on top of the radiator just to signify the area a little bit more. And I was trying to figure out what to put in that corner. Like, you can just see me just there think about what to put in the corner, but instead I ended up putting a giant plant. This bit was the hard bit for me, and I wasn't sure how to make it symmetrical, because the way the room is laid out, it's not really even. So the layout of the dining table, I matched it with the layout of the bay windows instead of the layout of the arch going into the room. So it was a little bit awkward for me, and I was like, okay, I don't know how I feel about it just yet, but I'm not really feeling like, I'm not feeling the layout. I was just like, something is missing, But if you were said to me to add a painting which had a little bit of blue, but also had other colors to match with the theme, which was a little bit of red. I think you guys saw when I added the big giant photo frame. That photo was like 3,000 simoleons. It was just so expensive, and I was like, I don't understand why. And then I decided to add some nice stuff in the garden just to add more detail and everything like that. But I just mainly focused on the kitchen area and just trying to get stuff sorted, and it was just cute. I love these counters so much. It's like the best counters ever. And I actually love the layout of the kitchen a lot because it's just very open, and I like that. And there was me trying to figure out what kind of stuff to add to the dining room area to just add detail to it, and I was just confused on what to add. So I was just looking through different cabinets and stuff like that, and I just couldn't figure out what to add. And eventually I picked like a small counter, like a small flat out counter and stuff, and then I put some other stuff on it. And as you can see, the painting has like a blue, I think it's a blue boat on there, and I was trying to figure out, you know, what other stuff I should add. because obviously the whole room is very, very blue, and I was like, let me figure out what else to add in there that won't make it so blue. And I added this little small table, and I was trying to figure out what other things I should add in there to just like to match with the painting. And then one of my viewers said maybe add like an orange or like yellow flowers. So I was like looking through, trying to find something, and I ended up finding this nice little jug thing here, and I added it to the other side of the painting because that other side was more yellow, so it made the flower stand out a lot. So I like that a lot, and I changed my mind, and I was like, you know, I'll put the yellow on the other side. So I picked a different vase, which was actually really lovely, and I like the detail that I went for in that little area there. And I was trying to figure out what else to add. I think I added some candles. I'm not even sure what I added, but I added some stuff later on. Oh, I think some sauces or something, I don't even know. But I just love just the look of the house. It's big, like on the outside it looks really, really small, but on the inside it's massive. Like there's so much to do, so much space. But the only thing I hate about it now, you guys will see in the future episodes, is like there's not much space in the hallway, because if you guys have seen my episodes with Amar and stuff like that, the dog is pregnant and she gave birth, so I had to find space for the puppies. So you guys will see that in the next coming episode after this. But yeah, I was just trying to figure out where to put things, and I was trying to figure out what kind of stuff to put in this house, and I decided to go for an invincible cooker with the same kind of worktop. And I was quite annoyed that the shelving unit stuff disappeared, but there's nothing much I could do. But anyway, I just went for it, and I decided to put some overhead counters on as well, just to add more detail. And I love overhead counters a lot, it just goes really well. And I wasn't sure what to put at the top of the fridge, because the fridge is actually quite large, but also the shelving was a little bit higher than the rest of the shelves, and that actually gave me severe anxiety. And I know some people are like, oh my god, you're so OCD, but yes, I am very OCD about things. I like things to be symmetrical and aligned, and if it's not, it's gonna cause me anxiety until I fix it. And I know it's bad, but it's just a habit and I can't help it. So I was here just trying to look at different decors to add into the kitchen. If I should add a dishwasher, I think I ended up not putting a dishwasher. I'm not even sure. I think I took it out and then I put in a sink instead. I'm not even sure what I did, but anyway, I just figured out what kind of appliances to put, and I was trying to figure out later on what kind of decor I should put. But the house wasn't that expensive, and it's probably because of the decor that I used was mainly under 100 simoleon, apart from that giant painting which was like 3,000 simoleons I think, but everything else was like under 100 simoleons. So I didn't really spend that much money that I thought I would. I thought I'd spend so much more money, but I didn't. So it was good, and I was just figuring out what kind of decor to add and just what kind of detail to add to the house to make it look personal, that actually Sims live here. But I just ended up adding random bits and bobs and toilet rolls, you know, just random stuff everywhere. And I guess I just liked the look of it, you know. It was nice, and I just try to go for different details and everything. And I was trying to find a dish rack later on, and everyone knows me for this because I keep losing the same dish rack and it is frustrating. There's a dish rack that I wanted which was really nice, and I was gonna turn it into white and black and stuff like that. So, but I picked like different stuff to put in on the counters, but I didn't want to overdo all the counters. But I wanted to add some plant materials in the kitchen as well, because there isn't any greenery, if that makes sense. So I was just thinking of things to put in. I put in like a crate of like lemons, and I put in some plant pots and stuff like that as well, just to add detail to it as well. And then I found at the last minute some small decor like coffee and stuff, but I'm not even sure how much space my sim even has to even use the counters. I think there's only 2 counters free, but whilst the rest are like occupied with like decor items, which is really bad. And I added some can of beans next to the cleaning rack, which I don't know why, but I just did anyway. And yeah, that's just the whole look of the house. The kitchen is just, it's probably my favorite because it's just so personal, you know. It just looks really, really cute. And then I started to mess around with the door, and I don't know why, but I did. I tried to figure out what if I should change the door, but eventually I ended up, I don't know if I changed it or ended up keeping it the same, but I just started messing around with the door, which I knew I shouldn't have. I should just left it alone, but I just decided to mess around with it, and I ended up just keeping it the same. So it is what it is, and it's just, the house looks so bomb, and I love how the house is so big and long, but the garden is also big because it's in a different shape. Like this one smaller side is like another bigger side. So like I just love the whole look of it. And I realized at the last minute that I didn't have any lights in this house, and I was like, Mary, you need to stop making houses with no lights, because this is the habit of mine, and I hate it so much because I keep doing this. But I keep making houses and stuff and not putting lights onto the last minute, and it's bad. Trust me, it's bad, and I shouldn't be doing this, but it's a habit of mine, and I don't know why I keep doing it, but yeah, it's what it is. And then I was just moving some stuff around, and then at the end I started to move around the plants on the outside because I actually wanted Amar and Brenda to have a driveway. So I decided to move some stuff around to see if I can fit in a driveway, and I actually was able to. I wanted to make it invincible at first, but then I was like, it just defeats the whole point of a driveway, because a driveway, I actually want to see the driveway. And I decided to move some plants around a little bit that she put together, and it was still nice. And yeah, I was just, trying to figure out where to put stuff, and I actually liked the look of the driveway, but I didn't like how empty it looked like behind the driveway. So I was like, you know what, let me just move the fence a little bit more. So I moved the fence around and the plants and everything like that was near around that area, and then I added the fence just I don't know, just to make it a bit more personal. So I made the garden much bigger. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and go ahead and check out iCAD's original build. I'll leave it in the description box below. I think you guys will love it. It has good CC in it already, so you guys will like it anyway, and you can just add your own personal touch to it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked the video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new around here. It really helps me a lot, and I will see you all in my next video. Have a nice day. Bye.